Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. DB's right up on the receivers. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Back to pass on second down. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll line up for a second down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. All the way! Touchdown, Clemson! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Sweet.
Gets the back moving.
Bubba. Square. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Level. Booster. Right. Western. Sweet. Bubba. Square. Slash. Go.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Setting out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Holds on. It's Johnson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school, and the guy...
Tons of room in the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff, it's Singleton. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they could have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the...
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Burrows. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just gets rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. Looking for the score. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Singleton. Across the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30+ yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They're all over it. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Going to the ground. Knocked down immediately. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Clemson calls its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lost to throw on first. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Motion from the back. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Makes the catch and he's free. At the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd and long here. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Hits the hole. It's Singleton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff again. Enough to move the chains. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sends it back in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Switch it. Hey, move. Ready, go.
The lone back's got it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Third and long right here.
Here we go. Ready. Red 80. Booster. Right. Rock. Hydro. Go.
He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Seminoles looking to convert on fourth down.
Ready. Flag 14. Chip. Freeze. Chip. Slide. Move. Flash. Booster. Right. Rock. Play. Where did he go?
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Going for the big play. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Damon.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Ready, go!
Second down, gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Sands. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Burrowing for yardage. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Croma. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Noles in the hurry-up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Wiles. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on second down. Under pressure. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to go up top on second down. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side, it's Moore. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock with the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Second down to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riles. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
They get to him as he throws.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Lets it go for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He's got an open man. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play.
Booster.
Rashad Downs going up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic,